All right, we are now recording. You are good to go.
Awesome. I'm just waiting to see if this little pop-up shows up. Nothing so far.
We should be okay.
I will walk in front of the screen then. Hi guys. I'm so happy to have all of you and to be talking to you this close to a weekend. I know that time is precious and I'm so glad that you guys chose to come spend some of it with me doing a really fun craft. I'm Ariel. I am the voice behind P&Q for Two. I create bold, colorful, creative home decor, DIY, and all kinds of other content. And I'm so glad that you guys are here today. So whether you already know me, you already follow me or not, you can find me almost anywhere on the internet that is cool at PMQFORTWO. I've got my handle, my email, and my website in the top of the chat. So if you're just like, I would like to see more of what she does, go check that out. When they go to the hand cam, I've also got a nice little sheet done up with that info. But if you guys just want to stay here, watch a class, hang out, that's totally cool. Otherwise, I would love to connect on the internet after. So just a quick reminder, Michael's is recording this class, so it'll be recorded, put in a video format, and uploaded to YouTube after the fact. So if at any point you have to duck out or you have a hard time following along for some reason, you can always go watch the video after. We also have Holly from Fiskars who is in the chat, so she'll be answering questions. She'll bring some to my attention as well. So if for some reason she can't answer a question, whether it's about a product, a technique, or what have you, I am more than happy to answer her there. So don't be alarmed if somebody named Holly answers your questions. And before we get started, I'm going to say anything that I should know from the chat. I see it's kind of like popping up.
Nope, people are just saying hello and telling you where they're from.
Ooh, okay, I can't wait to read that after, actually. So to start, this is what it kind of looks like at the end. I say kind of because you can customize it, you can tweak it, make it, in the color palette of your choice. But at the end of the day, you should have a beautiful floral Easter basket centerpiece. I say centerpiece because it's far too decorative to send out into the yard with a kid to collect eggs, but it would look lovely on an Easter table, an Easter brunch, anywhere that you want to add a pop of seasonal decor. And it's just so darn cute. You can't go wrong with it, right? Every year when I see the little Cecil animals, like this chickie or the duck, the goose, I don't know what we're going with, I am always drawn to them and I always want to buy them. So this year I figured I'd put them in a floral Easter basket. Let's get started. I'm going to put it back over here because I need space to work, okay? I am going to do this project on my foldable Fiskars crafting mat. Super useful. I was telling the girls earlier that whenever I go to craft, I end up getting paint, glue, or cutting something, and it's much easier and better for me if that happens on the cutting board. So if you don't have a cutting board for your crafting purposes, I actually very much recommend you get one, even if it's just a regular cutting board, okay? I'm going to go over the materials with you guys. So I've got a Cecil animal. This is a goose, let's say. You could get a bunny, you could get a cow, you could get a chick, you could get anything you want. I've got two types of foam. This is a floral foam cake that I'm going to cut to better fit inside this basket. I've got a little foam ball that I'm going to cut to kind of create an extra stuff around the basket. I've got a collection of florals in my color choice. I went for mostly whites with a pop of yellow. I've got, where is it? A mushroom garland that Michael's had. I've cut some of the mushrooms off because I used the same garland to make that basket, but I've kept some on to show you guys. I've got 3 types of moss. It really just depends what kind of color you're feeling. An Easter basket. All of this I got at Michael's, by the way. I've also got my precision handsaw and my PowerCut snips, as well as some floral wire. You can get any gauge you want, really. I like this kind of gold stuff. I think it looks pretty. I know sometimes floral wire you kind of don't want to see, but I figure if you're going to see it, it might as well be pretty. And then at the end, a little ribbon. So that being said, let's get started. I'm going to start by emptying my basket. Basket in the center. Okay, we're good to go. It's pink. It's adorable. What I want to do is I want to fill this basket with foam. I want to fill it with foam because it's going to give something to my floral wire and to my fake flowers to grip into. If you just stick them in there, you're not going to get them standing up. You're not going to get them kind of looking the way you want. It'll be harder to trim and arrange them. And it also just gives you something to stabilize the whole display. I could place the whole thing into like this. That's not a lot of fun though. I want to kind of use the same block to fill this space around. So if you go to hand cam, you can see there's a whole lot of extra space around here. And I don't want to just fill it with moss. I don't just want to fill it with any, like nothing. So I'm going to cut and stuff pieces of foam in and around here. So let's do that. You can go back to the regular cam if you'd like. I'm going to use my precision handsaw. It's got these teeny tiny little blades. I find it actually super useful even for cutting dowels or balsa wood for any other craft. I'm going to place it on my mat. That's another reason I like a crafting mat. If you go back to the hand cam, you can see that there are measurements indicated, which makes it super easy if you're just like, I would like to cut in a straight line. How do I do that? Just follow the line, right? Precision handsaw, we're going to cut about 1 inch off. I like to turn the disc as I go. Okay, so I've now got 2 discs. I've got a thin one and a bigger one. I put my big one in the middle. Another reason I've cut it is I like to have the foam sit just below the lip of the basket. That way, the lip of the basket kind of like helps contain things, especially like the moss, because I'm not going to affix the moss in any way. I want it to sit naturally. And if I had this sitting up here, the moss would just kind of like cascade out, right? So we've got that. I'm going to cut this guy in half again. Another reason you want a cutting mat. Look at that. And that's a nice little score. I'm going to add my foam in here. Also going to help stabilize this center cake. And I'm going to go for the other little foam circle. I'm going to cut that one again too. One of the reasons I like using the handsaw on the foam actually is I find it gives a pretty straight cut. I don't know if you've ever tried to cut foam with scissors, but it's kind of a messy affair. You know, you don't want to accidentally nip yourself or end up with a jagged thing, especially if you're going for a straight line. So I don't know if you go back to the regular camera, you can see this. Look at that, nice straight lines. I'm gonna stick them in the basket. This guy should be good. I don't think it's going anywhere. I'm gonna put my basket off to the side. I always recommend putting the guard back on your handsaw, by the way. I don't know if you have little ones at home or pets, but you don't want a hand coming up or someone like a cat landing on the table and hurting themselves. So when you're done, put the guard back on. I'm gonna set it aside. Okay, so next we're gonna make these cute little mushroom picks for the basket with what's left of this mushroom garland and some floral wire. Okay. I like the PowerCut snips because if you go to hand cam, you can see them. I like the PowerCut snips because they cut through floral wire and other types of metal kind of really well, really cleanly and safely. So that's a plus for me. Not too complicated. I've got the mushroom garland. Just going to snip kind of in the loop, comes right off. It's a cute, almost like a sponge sugar type of decor. It's super sweet. It looks really nice next to the sisal. So we've got a pink one. Let's do a green one. And then one more pink one. Okay, I'm gonna put this off to the side. Next, you're going for your wire. Once again, nothing super crazy, nothing super complicated. You can watch me cut it. I'm going for like, what, 3 inches here? I want enough that when I insert it into the mushroom, it can get a really good hold in it. It's not just like, you know, barely sitting in there. And I also want it to have enough that I can implant it firmly into the foam without it falling over as well. So the more wire you give yourself to work with, the easier what you're affixing is going to hold. So I've got one. Let's do another 2 really quickly here. Hey, Holly, any questions?
No questions so far, just excitement about the saw. They were excited to see that.
Right? It's so cool. Okay, so we've got our 3 pieces of crafting wire. I'm going to insert. If you really wanted, you could hot glue this as it goes in, but I find it's a pretty secure hold, so no need to. Okay, we've got one. Just so you can see here, I'm inserting it straight into the bottom. You could insert it on the side. You could wrap it around the top if you didn't feel like it. There's a bunch of ways you can do it. But what's nice about going to the craft store is you always come out with different ideas, right? Like I had actually planned to make my own mushrooms out of clay, and I did. But when I saw these spun kind of sugar foamy ones, I was like, this is what I want instead. So I bought it and cut it up, and now I have mushrooms. All right, mushrooms. We're gonna do a bit of floral prep here because there's nothing like trying to move a basket of moss and goose around while trying to cut florals. So once again, using the PowerCut snips, you can go back to the regular cam if you'd like after I do this cut. I'm gonna remove the label. Okay, so fake flowers, for anybody who is not familiar, have a wire structure. It gives them shape, it allows you to bend them, etc. You all know what I'm talking about. I'm going to snip them. I'm going to get 3 different lengths out of this. So as you can see, not a huge effort to cut them, which is nice. Got that. I've got 2 stems here. I'm actually going to break them apart because I want to be able to use them differently. So I'm going to cut this bad boy off. I've got these adorable little white flowers. I don't actually remember what they're called, but they're super cute. They're like a crossover between a poppy and what else? A poppy and anemone. They look really nice. You can remove the greenery if you don't want to. Most greenery, you can actually move the leaves up and down. See how it was down here and now it's up here? So if you want to bring the greenery closer to the flower for more of an impact, that's also an option. With these stems, I'm not too concerned about the length because the foam is deep. So if I choose to have them sit up high, I can do that, they'll be fine. But if I really want them to sit close down, there's enough space in the foam and the stem for it to go almost down to the bud. There we go. Silly me, the trash can's over here. I've been dumping stuff over here. And then last but not least, I saw these cute little like berry things. I don't know. I thought they were adorable. So I wanted to use them and I'm going to. I'm gonna snip one little branch off. There we go. Okay. Gonna get my little goose here ready to go in. I'm gonna secure this not just by like placing it on the foam. I'm gonna use some of my floral wire to create almost 2 little hairpins, 2 little U shapes that I'm gonna go boop, boop around the feet. Once again, using my PowerCut snips to do that. I'm choosing to secure it because I plan on moving the basket around. And my daughter is most likely going to get a hold of it. And I would rather that she not make everything fall when she does move it. So took those pieces of floral wire. Now I've got 2 little floral wire picks. Going to put them with the goose over here. Okay. Assembly time. How are people doing so far? Am I going too fast? Is what I'm saying making sense? I can see that there's a chat happening, but I can't see what's happening. So I'm assuming the fact that Holly hasn't jumped in means that you guys are good with what I'm doing so far. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start with this bag of mixed moss. If you go to the hand cam, you can see the difference. So this is reindeer moss here. And this is just like a general kind of mixture of moss. You've got some more wiry bits, you've got reindeer moss, and you've got almost like a sheet of moss. It's pretty cool. You can go back to the regular camera. I'm going to use this stuff to hide the fact that there is in fact foam in this basket. So it's going to weed the big parts out. There we go. It's kind of hard to pull apart. Don't hesitate to just cut it. Like, whoop. You can also cut it into sheets if you want. I'm going to take one of my foam nubbies out, push some moss in there. If you want to go back to hand cam, you'll get a better shot of what I'm doing. So right now you can see on this side, you can see straight through there's foam. My goal is to put enough foam in here that you can't see, sorry, enough moss in here so that you can't see the foam, if that makes sense. I just stumbled over my words. So we're going to do that. In the meantime, I don't know, what would I do in the meantime? I feel like if you guys were here with me in person, I'd ask you what your Easter plans are. Hopefully crafting. We are having a really cute brunch with our bubble. It's going to be good times. The kids are going to run around, exhaust themselves, and hopefully give everybody a really good nap. Just saying. All right, so as you guys can see, no real like art to this. You're just doing your best to hide the fact that there's actually a giant bowl of foam in here. Here you can get a better view of this fun like leaf bit. Let me use it to hide this here too. If for some reason you feel like your basket is just going to look prettier on one end, don't be afraid to give it a front and a back, if that makes sense. Because your animal is going to face in a certain direction, you can come back to the regular cam for a sec. Because your animal is going to face a certain direction, you can choose to have all of the foam on this side super, super covered, kind of better than like what's going on back here. So if you don't want to have to buy like 4 packs of moss to do it, you can kind of do it that way and then pick a front and a back, if that makes sense. So it's going to finish adding some pieces in here. And if you can't get it completely covered, don't worry. We have a whole other bag of moss in like the normal thing that you would call for that we're going to use to put up here. I just want to make sure that I can't see anything on the sides first. And I know it seems counterintuitive to dump just like a sprinkle of moss into a basket with holes, but I find it does a pretty good job of just catching any other pieces of moss. So let's go back to that hand cam and I'll show you guys what it looks like on the perimeter. Okay, it's looking pretty good. You would not be able to tell there is foam in there. I call that good to go. What about you? So if you wanted to have fun with this, because there's holes in this basket, you could actually have things growing out the side of it, right? Like you could insert a mushroom in there and it looks like it's sitting there. You could have another one going right below it, right next to it. You can do what you want. I might add one after. First, I'm going to get everything situated on top and then I'll kind of play around the sides. So we're going to use another bag of moss here. You can mix it up. So you can see it comes in kind of a gradient. If you go back to the regular camera, it comes in a gradient, darker, medium, light. You can just dump it all in a nice gradient. You can change it around. In nature, normally the darker stuff would kind of occur near the flowers, the bushes, whatever. So it would not look unnatural if that was what you were going for. Shake it in. There is no wrong way to do moss, folks, especially if you're going for an organic look. Okay. So if there are any gaps, just kind of like how you're going to have a front and a back, if you want to put more gaps at the back, because that's where you're going to stick your florals, go for it. Okay, you can see moss on top. Go to hand cam for a second. You can see the type of coverage you get with just an extra pack. Just one pack gave me all this. Looks pretty good. So next up, you're going to place your centerpiece. My goose, if you go back to the regular cam. I'm actually going to put this basket on a bit of an angle because the handle sits right across the middle and this goose is taller than the handle. So I'm going to nestle it in there. I'm going to use my little pick. And if you go on the hand cam, you can probably see me inserting it into the foam. Okay, that's 1 foot. We're going to do the second one. Okay, my goose is not going anywhere. I'm going to turn this around though. I'm going to start inserting the florals. Oh, I forgot to cut one bit off. I like to put taller ones in the back. I think that just makes sense. And because I've got this nice foam base in there, they're going to hold. Look at that. It looks pretty good, right? So I've got the back turned towards you guys. I'm going to move the greenery just around to the side there. You can hear the crunch, crunch of the foam, which means it's gripping, which is great. I'm going to insert another little plant. Of course, you don't have to have all your flowers sitting in foam, especially if there's foam all around it. I just find it makes for a more secure design if you do. I'm going to add one over here. I think this would make like the most sense in the context of a little like pool of water, but I think that's getting a little high tech for an Easter centerpiece. I don't know, maybe if you went to the miniature section, you could get one of the pools, like for the fairy gardens and stuff. That would look sweet. Okay. And once again, I kept the florals pretty simple, but I've done Easter centerpiece baskets in the past where I went crazy and used every single color of the rainbow. So it's up to you, whatever strikes your fancy. We're back to the front now. Now I'm going to insert these little berries. They're super cute. If you go to the hand cam for a sec. See how cute that is. These ones have like a pink at the end, but you can also get them with a yellow or a blue. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to start inputting these guys. I don't know if there's any questions about like choosing where they go or not, but because this is a fairly realistic looking nature scene, you can go back to regular camera. I'm not getting too precious with their placement, just sort of where it feels like it would make the most sense. A little berry, gonna add that one in right there. If you had, oh, my one didn't stick in anything. If you had a really long kind of almost pampas grass style floral stem, you could also wrap it around the handle of the basket and have it be almost an extra fan out of florals. But I wanted to go really traditional, really like not simple, but classic in my design, so I opted not to. But if you were doing something much cooler, funkier, you could totally do that. Next, our little mushrooms. I'm going to turn it to look at it for a second. There you go. Okay. How cute is this looking?
Everyone's very excited, Ariel. No comments, but lots of praises.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Also, you guys are going to make my day if you tell me that I sound straight up Canadian, because I'm Canadian. And sometimes people are like, I can't place your accent. And I was like, I have an accent? Apparently I do sometimes. All right. Do we go for the fourth? What do you think? I think it's looking pretty cute with 3. I'm going to place this fourth one, like I had said earlier, just kind of poking out. I'll do that with a 5th one too. Looking cute. Yeah. Okay. Nothing's going to hurt me. No blades, nothing. You guys, we're rounding the corner. This is the finishing touch. A bow. Okay. This is one of the sweetest shades of blue. I call it like the Peter Rabbit blue, something Beatrix Potter would have used. The PowerCut snips are not just for cutting metal. You can easily and quite cleanly, I might add, cut ribbon. So if you really want, you can try to weave it through these holes, in which case I would have suggested do that 5 minutes ago. But I'm just going to do a simple bow at one end of the basket. I know you can get really fancy with bows, but I think in this case, like, the beauty of the basket is the natural elements, so I'm keeping a simple bow. I'm going to turn it around to the front though. I think that looks pretty good. All right, let me clear some space here. Both baskets are done, guys. Look at that. They're sisters. They're not twins. They're sisters. Can you see that? So we've got our goose and our little chickie. You can add fake eggs. I know Michael sells a bunch to the display. I've got a yellow one here with this chickie and a purple one. So I might actually swap yellow and put that in here just for an extra pop of color. Keep the green in there. But you've got 2 very different, distinct displays that still accomplish a perfectly fine job. How cute is that? So I'm going to put one at each end, kind of Easter brunch. I might put one in the center of the table. They'll follow us outside when we go out do the Easter hunt near the refreshment station. Once again, all within our bubble, all super cool. And there you have it. Do you guys have any questions?
No questions so far. Lots of cute, overwhelming responses. It's very cute.
Awesome. I have got the full written tutorial going out on the blog immediately after this on my website. So if you are like, I would also like to see this in a written format to send to a friend, and you don't want to do the video, which is coming up after, just go find it on the website. I've also got a bunch of other really cute crafts there too. I have a lot of fun story pins happening on Pinterest. So if you want to see things that maybe don't need a blog post, I do a lot of those in my story pins. including some fun Fiskars and Michael's crafts. All right, I think on that note, if there's no questions, I can't wait to go read everything you guys have put in the chat. I want to thank Fiskars and Michael's for allowing me to come in and shoot this class. It was a lot of fun. It's my first time doing 2 camera angles. I think that was a good setup. I hope to see you guys online. Have a good evening.